Hey, it's Matt McCord, otherwise known as Dr. Mastermind, like the shirt. We've got these great shirts, and they're going cheap because they were slow sellers. Anyway, the best thing that happened to me in Wild Dogs was Mike Varney. And when the other guys thought that they treated the band like a cover band, so they thought if we just get a different singer, we'll pull in the girls and then we can be popular. That was a big thing. I didn't think so, but that's okay because it worked out perfectly for me. Mike Varney liked my songs I recorded with Evil Genius, and he said, I love these songs, but if we had a great guitar player and if you could get Dean, we could make a #1 album, and I'll make a big budget. So he did. And first guy he sent me was Paul Gilbert. I wanted Yngwie, but he asked him, but he was, out of the country for like a year. So he was not a candidate. So Paul was cool. He taught me the word chagrin, and I made a fool of myself meeting him in person the first time. That story is in a book called Tales from Hell, Road Stories That Will Turn Your Skin. It just made my skin black and blue. Anyway, Kurt James was the guitar player, and he took Yngwie's place in the band Steeler. And he also played in Project Driver before Tony McAlpine, and he's been in Striper, and he recently toured with Graham Bonnet. But he plays like Yngwie and tells me tales of him and Bill Abercrombie told me tales of hanging out with Yngwie and in L.A., and those guys are cool. I really like Anders, a drummer. Hi, how are you? So we played one show with the original lineup, plus Mondo from Mayhem on bass. They said, you got to be the lead singer, when I played bass on the album and wrote all the songs. But so this is a clip from that 1987 show, and I wrote this song. I saw, Dean was going to go nowhere being in Wild Dogs in Oregon. Portland, you don't go anywhere. I figured if my mission is going to be helping him get to the big time, that's my goal in life. And I knew by being down where the action is, where real musicians and things really happen, that would make it possible. Right? So I wrote this song to showcase Dean's drumming ability, and it's my version, my drum solo song. So sort of like, Moby Dick was for Led Zeppelin. This was a chance for Dean to show off. And the stupid engineer, I didn't know you were wanting to record that. He was just trying to rip us off. I knew it was a mistake. He was a friend of Jeff, the guitar player in Wild Dogs, who engineered it. And, the first 2 hours of him doing the solo were amazing. By the time we finally hit the record button, it was like 3 a.m. But this is a song, and it rolls into I Don't Want to Die. But here we go. Thank you. Dr. Mastermind.